What's up, YouTube? Today is Friday, March 15th. I actually leave for spring break tomorrow. Me and my friends, we've gone every year on spring break together since freshman year, but this year we're just going to Pensacola. It was a little bit warmer than like Gulf Shores and stuff, but it's not as expensive as like Cabo, so that's where we're going. But we're leaving tomorrow at like 4 a.m. Staying, I think maybe until Thursday. I honestly don't really remember. So I thought I would get a video up before I left because I did say I was going to do like one a week. This week has just been crazy so far. I had a 16 chapter biomechanics test yesterday that I've been studying for, so it was like a midterm. We haven't had a test yet. And then also like a big case study due yesterday, and then just like getting things ready for the beach, and which I still haven't done. I guess I'll do that today. But I thought I would film a fun video for you guys and kind of give you, because I have been getting lots of questions, just kind of on like my macros now, like my workout split, that kind of thing. So I thought I would just go over like my macros, my workout split, kind of a little cut slash life update, any news, whatever. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you are watching, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below. It really does help me out. It helps my channel out. It helps to support me to keep making more videos because as you guys know, like I do YouTube just like for y'all. So it really does help me and I would really appreciate it. So let's get into it. I think that was all I was gonna intro with because I didn't want to take up like 5 minutes with an intro. So as you guys know, I reverse dieted from after my birthday, which was September 2nd, up until about 8 weeks ago. And I do work with a coach. Her name is Julianne Sanfilippo. She is under LocoFit or Lauren Conlon's like coaching team. So it's her and Lauren right now. I think they might add another one. I'm not sure. But yeah, I love her. She's great. But I will say, like, I think every good coach has a coach. Like, she has a coach, I have a coach, which, shameless plug, I do one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested, you can shoot me an email to sydneytfitness@gmail.com. But anyways, besides that, most coaches that I know like have a coach just because it's a way to look at yourself, not like from a personal perspective, and to like be more, is objective the word? Yeah, objective. So I have been working with her. I worked with her for the end of my reverse, just like the very last part, because I was struggling pushing up the reverse. I wanted to stop because I was starting to put on a little bit of fat, so I needed like some accountability or whatever. And then I've been working with her with the cut as well because we have the same values. We coach and believe in the same kind of coaching style, so I thought she was a really good fit for me, and she's very just like she's understanding, but also like, you need to do this. So anyways, on to it. So we started by dropping, we started with a pretty significant drop because I had my carbs up to 300. So we started by dropping them down to 210, and I think fats went from like 70 to maybe 55-ish. And we stayed there for a long while. At the end of my reverse, I was only doing 40 minutes of very light cardio a week. I think we upped that to maybe 80 at first. And we stayed there for a while, and until I stalled a few weeks, but finally we started to see like a little bit of a drop. So then we dropped, I think we've done 2 drops since then. So whenever you're doing a fat loss phase or cut or whatever you want to call it, you want to make sure, now the initial drop, yes, you want it to be a little bit bigger just to like kickstart things, but after that you want to make sure that you're taking it slow. And only adjust it as needed, and cutting out as little as possible and adding as little possible cardio in to make the changes that you need. This is going to make it sustainable. It's going to make it to where you can diet on more calories, less cardio. Obviously, everybody has to get to a point where their calories are lower and their cardio is pretty high depending on how lean your goal is. But after that, we've been doing small drops. So since I leave for the beach today, I did ask her at my last check-in if we could do maybe just a little bit something more aggressive, and then we'll go back to what we were doing like last week when I get back. So right now my carbs are at 155, my fats are at 50, and my protein is at 150, and I have one refeed day at 200 grams of carbs. And I'm not gonna lie and tell you guys I hit these perfect every day. Like, I'll have weekends where I just kind of don't track, not the whole weekend, like a Saturday where I don't track, and I'll just be like, okay, well, I guess I will use that as my refeed, which if you're trying to be really serious, I would advise just following the plan. But she also knows that I had actually thought about competing, and the reason that I decided not to was because I didn't want something to overtake my life and my relationships and stuff. So she knows that sometimes I am going to go a little bit off plan, and we've kind of discussed that, but also not go like crazy off plan. I'm not going to see the results I want. But anyways, yeah, so I'm at 155 carb, 50 fat, 150 protein with the refeed, and I think before our last check-in, my carbs are at like 175 or something like that, and the same fat, same protein. We like to hold protein steady. That's what I do with my clients as well. And cardio wise, I'm up to 150 minutes per week, and that's been for like 3 weeks, and so it's basically just like 30 minutes a day. I actually really enjoy it. And then also this week, because I asked for it, she let me do one little HIIT session, just because I really like to like get in and just like sweat and feel good, but like not something that's too long to where it really drains me and I can't recover from it. So I got one of those. I think it's gonna come back out after spring break probably, I'm not really sure, but that's where I'm at right now. And then she just helps me with my macros and my cardio, so I do my own training. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about my macros before, oh duh, the disclaimer, my macros will not work for you. I get so many questions about my macros on a daily basis, and I hate, like, a lot of times I don't tell people, but I figured I would just do this video and make a disclaimer that if you try those macros, go for it, but it's like, it's not where you're at and it's not for your body, so it's not gonna work. Like, you have to figure out yours. I would suggest tracking and seeing where you're at and adjusting from there based on your goals, not using my macros that I've been working towards for me. So with that, like, I reversed for a long time. So anyways, with that being said, my workout split. So for a while I was doing 3 leg days a week, or 3 lower body, and I was doing like 2 glute-ish focus, 1 quad focused, and then I was doing a push and a pull day for my upper body. But I was really starting to just not be recovering well. I was getting really bad imbalances and back pain. So I was like, okay, I need to switch this up. I will say, like, the first 4 weeks of training lower body 3 times, I saw pretty quick progress, but after that my body was not recovering enough, and I think I was actually losing progress. So I've been doing a new split for the past, I think 2 weeks, probably 2 solid weeks, maybe a half week, and I love it. So I'll tell you guys what it is first, and then I'll kind of tell you some reasoning behind it. So I'm doing a hip dominant day, so that's gonna be like your hip thrusts, your RDLs, that kind of stuff. And then I'm doing a horizontal push-pull day, so that's gonna be like your bench press, push-ups, anything that's like in a horizontal plane, rows. So it's not all like back and bis or anything like that. And then I'm doing a rest day, and then I'm doing another leg day, but this time knee dominant, so like your squats, your lunges, that kind of stuff, leg press, and then like some accessory stuff as well. And then Friday I am doing a vertical push-pull, so that's gonna be like overhead press, pull-ups, lat pull-downs, that kind of stuff. And then Saturday, or I'll move it to Wednesday if I want Saturday and Sunday off, I'm doing like some a circuit and a mobility circuit, so like things that are gonna help with my back, kind of like stuff that we do in PT, and like core stability, stuff like that. And I'm also doing core 2 days a week on top of that. So I've been doing it on one of my leg days and one of my upper body days. So the reason that I'm doing this, so with the vertical and horizontal push-pull, it really helps me feel balanced because I'm kind of working all of my upper body parts that day, so I don't feel like anything's off. Like, I feel really good after. I mean, obviously I'm sore, but I don't feel like, oh, my back is like making me, you know, hunch over because I only trained back today. And it just feels really good to me. You kind of have to find what works for you, but I'm loving it so far. And if you're wondering, my shoulder accessory stuff, so like my lat raises, why can't I think, like rope face pulls, any shoulder accessory stuff, or just accessory upper body in general. I just kind of put in on whichever day. Like triceps, biceps I'm doing on the vertical day, triceps I'm just throwing in on the horizontal day, just some little accessory stuff. And then with my lower body, I'm also throwing in, like, obviously I might have like one little lunge movement on my hip dominant day that is maybe more glute focused, but is more of an accessory rep range, so like 12-ish reps. But like my main list, I'm keeping hip dominant and knee dominant. This just gives my body time to recover better, and I just really like how it feels overall. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm loving that one day, instead of it being lifting, it being like circuit work and mobility work, because I think that's so important and neglected. Also, training abs like 2 times a week plus the circuit, a little bit of abs, has been, actually, I'm loving it. I kind of hate doing abs, but like once I do it, I'm like, okay, I've been needing to do this. So that's my workout split. And then cardio wise, like I said, I'm at 150 minutes. Cut progress wise, I started about, I think let me make sure I'm not telling y'all wrong, about 148 pounds, 147-ish is what I was weighing in at, and now I'm weighing in at about 142.6, 144. It totally depends on the day. I fluctuate a lot. Like I'll be like 145 and like 141. It's weird, but it's been trending down, and that's what we want. We are taking this cut very slow, and it has honestly been very mentally hard for me, because I really, like, once I get motivated and I see a little bit of progress, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, let's do 6 hit sessions, drop my carbs, like do all this. But if I did that, it would not be sustainable. So we are taking it quite slow, and my body is a very slow responder anyways. So I know that we're on the right track. That may not seem like a lot of weight loss. I mean, it's not. It's like 4 to 5 pounds. But I do think I have quite a bit more muscle mass on me than I used to, and I think that my leaner body weight is going to obviously be at a higher weight now. Well, it is. And so that's also one thing I'm gonna have to get used to. Like, I am not gonna be able to push for the weight that I used to be, because I have a different body composition than I used to. So I'm trying to remember that, and also remember that taking it slow is so important, and being able to sustain it. And that weight loss is not always, it's linear in the fact that it trends down, but it's not linear in the fact that you're gonna lose weight every week. So I'm trying to remember that as well, and just all the different fluctuations from water, stress, going to the bathroom, literally so many factors. So that's kind of that. Any life updates? I have to talk about one later that has to do with like schooling and stuff, but I want to make that a separate video. I'm working on a guide right now, and it's going to be amazing. Like, I'm putting my whole heart into it, and I seriously cannot wait. It's going to be like hypertrophy based, so not really strength based. So if you are looking for a strength program, I might try to work on one of those like later on, but right now I'm focusing on this program. So it's just going to be kind of like a general program for anybody trying to like tone up, lose fat, or put on muscle. I'm going to put some notes in there about suggestions that you could do if your main goal is strength. Obviously strength and putting on muscle are 2 different things, but I'll touch on that in the guide. But yeah, so I'm working on that. I just signed with Riderwear, so that was super exciting. They have been a brand that I have loved since I tried them. I put this on my Instagram post, but I told my mom at Christmas, like, this is the brand that I want to strive to eventually work with, like on a deeper level. And they reached out to me, and I'm so excited to get started with them. And yeah, if you don't know, it's just at Riderwear, and I have a code now. I'll put my link and my code below. It just saves you 10%. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I can talk more details about that if you guys want to hear, but it's really not like much detail. I'm just very excited for the opportunity, and I've been working really hard, and I think like I've been waiting for an opportunity, and I've turned down a lot from companies that I just don't exactly align with. So it was really exciting to get this opportunity, and I'm super pumped about that. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm going out to St. Louis for first form in April, which is also super exciting. Wow, lots of exciting stuff going on. Leave for the beach tomorrow, but I'm gonna keep this video under, dang it, it's already over 15 minutes. Well, I tried, we were close. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Words are hard. Comment below if you have any questions about anything I said, any future video ideas, or just anything in general. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will be getting back to my posting after spring break. I probably won't post a video while I'm at the beach because I don't know what I would even film, but I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.